The Little Kind Wolf. "You are banished from the pack forever!" snarled Rex, the grizzled head of the wolf pack that terrorized the realm. Roxy, small and shivering, cowered in the darkness before the howls and growls of the other became louder and louder, and then the chase was on, and the little wolf ran and ran and ran for his life. The next day, the sun blazed high over the golden savannah, as Fang, Ariana, Julia, and Paw, 4 baby cheetah cubs, darted through the tall grasses, their laughter rippling out like music on the warm breeze. They chased each other in playful circles, pouncing and tumbling, their sleek bodies a blur of spotted fur. Suddenly, Julia froze, her eyes wide with alarm as a massive shadow loomed over them. The others skidded to a halt, their hearts pounding as they followed her gaze. The shadow stretched long and dark across the ground, unmistakably shaped like a wolf, tall, with sharp ears and a fearsome snout. Fears rippled through the cubs as they pressed close together, bracing for the worst. But when they looked up, instead of a towering beast from the shadow, they saw a much smaller figure standing timidly before them. It was Roxy, nowhere near as big as his shadow. A young wolf with soft eyes and a shy smile, his ears drooped slightly as he spoke in a gentle voice. "Hello, I don't want to scare you. I just want to be your friend." Well, they weren't expecting that. The cubs blinked in surprise, their fear melting into curiosity as they realised that this just a little wolf, that their mother had told them to be wary of wolves whilst they were still so small. And so they edged back into the long grass warily. Cheetahs don't usually make friends with wolves," stuttered Fang. "Yeah, we're usually too busy eating each other," said Ariana with a sheepish smile. The wolf looked a little bit sad. "Yeah, I know, but you don't need to worry about that. I don't eat meat at all." And then he added with a sigh and a shrug, "That's why my pack abandoned me. They just don't see that it can be a good idea to do things differently sometimes." "Isn't that like a human thing? What do you call it?" Julia looked thoughtful. "Vegetarian, vegetalist?" suggested Paw. The little wolf laughed. "I'm a vegetarian. Loads of animals are, you know. You should try it. Fruit's really good for you." The cubs looked at each other and began to giggle, and before they knew it, they were playing a game of tag through the dense undergrowth. They were getting on so well that Roxy plucked up the courage to ask a question. "I don't suppose you'd come to a party with me? I've got no one else to go with," he said sadly. "Sure," and the gang high-fived each other, which took quite a long time with 4 cheetahs each with 4 paws each, so that's 16 paws, plus a wolf, so that's another 4 paws, which would make it 20? So anyway, you can have a bit of fun working out how many paws and high fives there were. Let's get back to the story, shall we? The party was for all the vegetarian animals of the savannah. There were giraffes and gazelles and hippos and rabbits and dormice, and even an elderly elephant called Basil, who came in holding a huge basket of watermelons in his trunk. Roxy introduced them to all his friends, including Minty, the blue hippo who had brought Mentos, his pet axolotl Choco, who was swimming in a glass bowl, and Rainbow, the puppy, who, like Roxy, had been shunned by the dog pack because he liked bananas more than bones. The cheetahs nervously joined the throng and tried a few bites of guava. "Ooh, it's not bad," admitted Fang. Ariana wasn't convinced, but tried to be polite and nibbled a nut. Everything was lovely, but then the dark shadows approached. There was a rustle in the grass, and the shout went up, "Wolf pack!" And then there was pandemonium. The animals scrambled from the feast to escape into the forest. The cheetah cubs were bewildered. They didn't know what to do. "Where's Roxy?" howled Paw. "I can't see him. He must have abandoned us." Or maybe he tricked us, shouted Julia in dismay. Bringing us here? It seems like we're the feast. They tried to run away, but the wolves had circled them. They growled menacingly. Where's your friend now? Never mind, scaredy cat. He's a scaredy wolf. Scared of his own shadow. Too scared to help his so-called friends, cackled Rex, the largest of the pack. Yeah, just like he's scared of eating a bite of meat, stupid vegetarian or whatever it was, growled another. Paul tried to be brave. Vegetarian, actually. And there was a whole load of health benefits to a vegetarian diet, you know. It lowers your cholesterol and reduces the chances of heart disease. And Rex let out a fearsome growl. It looks like you lot are the only thing worth eating here, snarled his brother, stalking closer and closer, drool trailing from his jaws. No one's gonna save you now, not least that idiot wolf brother of ours. They were getting closer and closer. The cheetahs gulped, trembling, and closed their eyes. Suddenly, there was the sound of a snap, and a cascade of enormous, heavy watermelons fell from the branches of the trees. Bonk! One of them hit Rex on the nose. Clump! Another fell onto his bum, and dozens more slamming down on the perilous pack until they were all hidden under an enormous pile. Muffled howls could be heard, but there was no time to lose. Roxy jumped down from the tree. Quick, let's get out of here, he panted, and the cheetah cubs wasted no time, and they ran to safety, followed by the thunderous steps of Basil the elephant. Oh, you came back! You saved us! We thought you'd run away, or tricked us. Oh, I wouldn't do that. I just knew there was more than one way to win the fight. Basil helped lift the watermelons to be in the branches. They were too busy thinking about cheetah snacks than even noticing what we were doing. After a while, they found a clearing and slumped gratefully onto the soft grass to eat. Ariana looked thoughtful. So you were right. Sometimes it is a good idea to think differently. They laughed and then Paw piped up. Although you did get one thing wrong. What was that? I was just thinking about those daft wolves up to their ears in melons. It looks like fruit isn't always good for you. And laughing, they made their escape into the forest. And that's the story of the Little Kind Wolf. Thank you to Tashay for the idea for the Little Kind Wolf. It's amazing. We don't really think wolves are too kind, do we? So it's really nice to have a sweet one that just wants to help everyone out. Also, thank you very much to Isaac for 2 fantastic names. 3 actually. We had Minty, Choco, and Rainbow. Isaac, thank you for those brilliant ideas. If you have any characters you'd like to see in a future story, make sure you let us know. Use the StoryQuest character creator at funkidslive.com. Tishay, you are our story master this week. Thank you for joining us. You're not alone. Who's your kind of very cute, cuddly dog friend next to you? Tell us all about that.
His name is Rocky. I got him when I was 4 for my birthday.
Wow, what's Rocky like?
He's wearing a red collar. He sometimes likes to jump off my bed.
Well, I'm so pleased to meet you, Rocky. Well, Tishay, you are our story master, and you gave us the idea for the Little Kind Wolf. What gave you that idea?
One time I was playing with my friends in school, and we were playing a game where we were all these cheetah cubs. And then later when I got home, I think I was reading the story of the big bad wolf. So then I thought that maybe the wolf could be a little kind wolf.
Yeah, that's a brilliant plan, because the big bad wolf is mean, right? The big bad wolf pops up in so many stories and he blows down houses. What would the little kind wolf be like?
He'd be kind, he'd be nervous, and he'd have 2 big brothers who are really mean.
Okay. When you say kind, Tishay, what type of things is it doing to show how kind it is?
He helps people when they're hurt. He says nice compliments, and he invites people to his house for dinner.
What are they eating at a wolf's house for dinner?
They eat dog food.
They just eat dog food. So, but he's got 2 older brothers, right? Who are mean. Why are they so mean?
Because it's how their parents raised them.
Oh, okay. And I'd be mean if I had to eat dog food all the time, I think, as well. Well, listen, Touche, it's been a real joy chatting to you all about the little kind wolf and meeting your own wolfy friend, Rocky, over there. I'm so pleased that you've been our story master. Thank you so much. Got an idea for a story? Tell us the title at funkidslive.com/storyquest and we could bring your story to life. For a new story each week, make sure you hit subscribe or follow so you don't miss a single episode.